Hey everybody, welcome back to my vlog. Thank you so much for stopping by again. Today's video is going to be how Meet Kevin somehow managed to get a stimulus check even though his income should not qualify for one. So I'm gonna get into that later, explaining if he's a fraud, all that good stuff, so stay tuned.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello.
How are you? Are you good?
Motorcycle.
Oh, you're on a motorcycle. That's awesome.
Oh, this island.
Okay, Max is now a dog eating his mac and cheese. Max, can I feed you? Can I feed you this? And I feel like he doesn't even chew. He literally just like inhales and swallows. You'd rather be a doggy and eat or what?
All right, let's try this again.
That's messy. You want this spoonful?
Ooh, that is going to be helpful.
Is it Yum Yums?
That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Go.
That's so good. Whoa. That top part sounds like a horror film. You're picking the truck now, huh? I wanted to give a really quick, just general tip, just living tip. Don't spend so much money on couches. I think it's absolutely absurd, especially if you have children, to spend a buttload of money on couches because the kids are just going to destroy it like no other. And it's just so frustrating if you spent a ton of money and then it gets destroyed in a short amount of time. What I like to do is buy couches that aren't the best quality, but they look nice. You know, they're okay. These actually came with pillows, and oh my gosh, sorry about the blanket. But anyway, they came with pillows, four for each couch, and each couch was only about $6.50 each. All I care about is letting these couches live for 5 years. If I can make it to 5 years, I will be happy, and I will be able to give myself new couches because odds are these cheap quality couches are not going to last past 5 years. If they do, that's awesome, but my goal is just 5 years. So thinking about how so many people spend thousands and thousands of dollars on couches, and then because they spend so much money on it, they want to, you know, try and make it last as long as possible. People have couches for like 10 plus years. No matter what, your couch after 10 years is probably going to be out of style and it's going to be old, but you know, you spent a lot of money. It was really good in the beginning. I think, how many times could I be every 5 years renewing my couches by buying new couches that aren't as expensive, like these that were like, you know, $1,400 or whatever it was? How many times before I even get to the cost of one couch that people want to preserve forever and then it becomes dated? I mean, like, think about how I get new couches every 5 years and people spend, I feel like, between $3,000 and $5,000 on couches all the time or more. And I feel like this is just a good way to, you know, keep things fresh and new and to feel happy about being able to change with the times as to whatever couches are popular. Or if you move and the couches don't match your new home or whatever, it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna be getting new couches soon because these are cheap and I replace them every 5 years. I got these couches from a place called Urban Home. It's no longer a thing anymore. I think they went out of business like a year ago and it was kind of a small California chain, but you could do this at Target. You could do this same mentality at IKEA. There are tons of places that have good looking couches that, yes, they are not the best quality, but it can get you by for 5 years. And then after 5 years, just replace them. Okay, now for a quick mom tip, because those are always fun. I've seen this tip before. I'm not claiming it's my own tip that I created it. I actually did think of it on my own, but then when I researched it afterwards, I'm like, oh my gosh, so many other mothers have thought of this too. It's a great idea. Why didn't I think of this earlier? And so if you're a mom like me, where I didn't realize this tip until like my first son was a good like year and a half old, this is for you to help you out.
This was my tip.
No, it wasn't.
Let's go
I
look at
thought
this
of it.
house.
Hold on, I gotta tell the tip.
It's a deal.
Literally flood your crib with a ton of passies.
We have a picture of him last night. We'll put that up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Kevin wants me to go somewhere and I got
gotta
stuck
look at
on my
this deal.
gate. Anyway, if you ever hate waking up from the monitor, them crying because come to find out,
There's no missile, but we gotta go.
they don't have a passy available within reach. Have a billion passies. Just spend the money and have like 20 passies in your crib. And I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of pressure to get going. Okay, here we go. I'm getting ready to go. Let's go. I don't know what's happening. So then Kevin and I got into the car and headed on over to the property that Kevin wanted to see. He got a text from another agent saying that there could be potentially a wedge deal going on here. Okay, so here's Kevin yapping about how great real estate is the entire way there. I'm pretty sure he also tried to have me sign up for life insurance and 2 free stocks with Webull, links below. I asked why another agent sent the deal since Kevin is also an agent, and Kevin said that he didn't mind paying another agent if someone else brings him a deal, and he wouldn't have had access to the deal anyway, so it all worked out.
All right, kiddos, here we go. Oh, there's another car. I get so excited when I get out. This is what I love, is getting out and actually look at some real estate.
As we walked through the property, we got increasingly more excited for the wedge potential. It had a lot of dated cosmetic elements, which is so perfect. The kitchen cabinets were in great condition. The mailbox hole somehow led to the stairwell, which is odd, but all right in our book.
Double sink. This is a great property. This is a phenomenal property. I want this deal. Say, what do we got on the top? Lauren, you want to show this off here? This looks like this tiled. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Tiled. Oh, yep. Cool.
Cool.
And we got an iron tub. We got, that's probably like a...
And there was a huge pile of shoes in a bedroom. All very exciting.
This is really perfect. Like, this has everything you need in a wedge deal.
Oh, and here I am commenting on the fact that my mom has the exact same perfume bottle, like that lady with the dress. It's a perfume bottle. And she had that since I was like a child. So I was like, childhood memories. Here Kevin is gushing about the electrical panels, something about aluminum and copper, stuff like that, and the AC unit. And then back in the house, he continues to gush about the furnace. Kevin and I were so bummed because we literally dropped everything and ran to this property as soon as Kevin heard about it. We didn't have any time to bring anything more than the iPhone, and with that, we unfortunately had horrible audio because of the wind. So after finishing up looking at the house, Kevin realized that the listing agent was there with the sellers and was wondering what we thought. Kevin pounced on that and realized, wait, the seller is here, the agent in here, and our agent is here?
Yeah, I'll let you know. Oh, are you guys gonna talk directly? No, it's fine. Oh, you're the agent. I'm the agent. You're the... Oh! Well, I want to write an offer. Sure. Yeah, no, I think it's wonderful. But I had a number in mind, but did you have a listing price?
Like, hey, let's strike a deal right this minute. Like, strike while the iron's hot. So we each chose to talk individually. The seller and the seller's agent went inside. We went back and forth, mostly talking about price. It really felt like we were on TV or something because we were literally doing a deal in the street and outside of the house, and we were all like wearing masks and being like corona-fied protection. And what's funny is that when the agent went to present our offer to the sellers, Kevin would take off his mask because it's like a full-on respirator. And then when the agent came back to us, Kevin would have to put it back on. Caused him to have like a bloody cheek, actually. Fun fact. What's funny is that we acted so fast that the listing agent at that point hadn't even had time to sign a listing agreement with the sellers yet.
Well, because look, any other investor usually comes in and then they do their inspections and they jerk you around and they try to go for extra grinds and this and that or whatever. I don't mind doing a fair deal with a fair price. It's win-win for everybody. They don't have to deal with all those people. I get a little bit of profit and everybody's happy.
Oh, so since my vlog has kind of taken a turn, because again, I wasn't expecting to come with you, I want to ask you, Kevin, are you a fraud?
Oh, God. You know,
how'd you get your stimulus check?
Yeah, I don't honestly blame people for being skeptical because I remember when I started making YouTube videos, I was extremely skeptical. And you should be because everything's so flashy, like people driving around Teslas and wearing suits and laptop stands in their car while they're bleeding and can't even keep their face straight. Like, I get it. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, that sounds like
Oh, that's... But, yeah, so what happened was, and you could watch, well, why don't we link this in the description, because I did a whole video breaking down my net worth, which is also half yours.
Yes, no prenup, guys, no prenup here.
Yeah, and we met when we both had nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Honestly, if I had met you, like say you were at where you are right now, and we had just met and we wanted to get married, totally would understand a prenup. But we both worked at this together and we both had nothing when we started, and it's very much a team effort. So it just, why would we back then have a prenup we had no idea that this would be our lives now, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the answer to that question, the reason we got the stimulus check is, oh, this thinks it's today's June 7th. That's bizarre. It's June 15th. The reason we got the stimulus check is in that net worth video, I showed that I actually closed a business that showed a taxable loss, a substantial taxable loss in 2018, which meant that our tax returns actually showed negative income for 2018, despite my real estate business doing very well. And then the real estate business in 18 made like 300 grand or something like that net. And the money losing business, I think it was like at the end of everything, it was like negative, I don't know, negative something. I don't remember what the tax return says.
Right.
But it ended up being negative at one corporation, positive at the other corporation, funnels down to our personal tax return, which ended up showing like negative $12,000 or $13,000.
Because you had to feed the business that was going down and sucking the money, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Which meant our tax return was negative. So because we also haven't filed our 2019 tax return, we're able to, well, we qualified for the stimulus checks because they used the 2018 tax return.
Right. Which was, we were losing money,
we were
essentially.
negative.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, when you look at it from that POV, like, okay, well, that makes sense. And so that's why I also did the fundraisers, because we donated more than we received.
How much did you get? Like total, like 50K almost?
50K? Where'd you
Oh.
get that idea? The fundraiser.
Yeah, the fundraiser.
Both of the fundraisers together are about 50K now. The two that
Yeah,
we did.
that's
No,
awesome.
I thought you meant in terms of stimulus.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be,
nice.
yeah.
Because we didn't take the Paycheck Protection Program loan either. I think we got approved for 40 or 50 grand in Paycheck Protection Program money, the forgivable loans. But we didn't take it because you have to certify that your business would not be able to continue without that loan. And our income's gone up.
Right.
So in my opinion, that's not fair.
No.
Like, look, it's totally, I think everybody should apply for the PPP. Even if your income's gone down 5%, apply for it. But because my income has gone up, I think it would make me feel right. That's it. It doesn't mean somebody else should. There's plenty of money still left in the pot. It's like, take the free money, you know? But yeah, as far as the stimulus checks, that's why we got the stimulus checks.
So you're not a fraud.
I don't.
Kevin is a very honest person, and I don't think I ever recall any time that he's deceived or been dishonest at all. He's a good guy. I'd recommend this guy.
It's probably bad, like, if I get pulled over, they're like, you ran that stop sign. I ran it real well.
Yeah, the level of goodness out of me running it was really good.
Did you see how well I ran it,
like
though?
nobody would run a stop sign better than me.
There it is. We are literally here to pick up the kids, and look at the computer screen. See there, you're all done. So you'll receive a copy once everyone is signed. So now it's just a matter of the good old hurry up and wait, which I hate. This is the worst part now. It's like, you hurry up, you write the offer, you get the pre-approval letter, you send the proof of funds, and this, and then, did they sign yet? Did they sign yet?
Okay, so we made it back home. That was like a whirlwind of stuff that just happened, but I thought it'd be fun to give a little fun fact about this TV here. Kevin actually bought this TV all by himself, like a big boy, when he was a teenager, using money that he earned from selling his WoW character. So that's good, I guess. Should he have been playing that much WoW to be able to afford that kind of TV, especially back then, you know, like over 10 years ago? Okay, back to one of the many sets that I've been using when I get in the house where I'm trying to escape from my kids while I plop them in front of the TV downstairs in the living room. I wanted to give a quick property management tip because I always like to include at least one of those in my videos. People have asked before what I charge for pet rent, and it depends on a few things about the age of the dog, the size of the dog, what kind of flooring is in the property. There are a lot of variables, but I'd say generally speaking, it varies between $25 to up to $150, depending on like how many dogs or how many pets as well. So yeah, $25 to $150, and it's definitely worth having because dogs do sometimes, and cats sometimes too, create a lot of mess that you usually have to deal with. So it's good to have a pet rent as well. You are such a good baby. And you're also a very typical baby because like many, many other babies, you like to scratch up your crib with all your teeth. That's really lovely. And that's why we don't spend a lot of money on these types of furniture, is because look what happens. Look at that. That's awesome, right, Max? Did you do that? Did you do that with your teeth? You did, didn't you? Yeah. Well, at least you're honest. Okay, good night, Max. Love you. Yeah? Now you're saying yes all of a sudden? We can have a good day tomorrow? Do you love your mama? You can go sleep? You gonna sleep all the way through until 7? Maybe you'll sleep in a little bit and sleep until like 7:30 or 8? And you won't make any sound and you'll let mom sleep a lot because mom's really tired from sometimes you waking up in the middle of the night? You gonna do that for me? Yeah. All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. What do you like to say after you take a nice sip? Refreshing. Jack, tell everybody why you want to be a grown-up.
Because I want to eat as much as candy I want.
Yes, that is true. I tell you that you can have as much as you want when you're a grown-up, but only...
How much candy does Dad eat?
A ton.
Like so much?
Is that where it goes?
You gotta put it back in the appropriate spot, come on.
You little baby boy. Look at our Humpleman. Look at our Humpleman. Here's the Humpleman. Here he is. He's a Humpleman.
Anyway, we're really excited and we hope that they sign our offer. It's going to be a super fun experience, super fun property to renovate and have as a new rental. And I'd love to honestly document this and show you my design suggestions for the property. And yeah, so make sure you subscribe and watch the journey with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and make sure you get your 2 free stocks with Weeble as well.
I already commented about
Just
that.
deposit $100. You have to deposit the $100, Lord. You didn't say the $100 part. So deposit $100 with Weeble. You get 2 free stocks with up to $1,400. Right next to that, you find a link for life insurance, and right next to that, you'll find a link for the awesome programs that you can join, so we can talk to you about property management and real estate even more.
That's right. All right.